Hello and welcome to the Indian Express Online. India has for the first time taken a stand against Nepal at an international forum. As it has said, it has expressed its concerns over all the violence going on and the lack of political progress and several other issues, ethnic discrimination and all. I have with me Shubhajit Roy. Shubhajit, today it seems Indian government clarified its stand on this issue. So, what did exactly it say?
Essentially, what happened was yesterday at the UN Human Rights Council, India made a statement at a forum where Nepal's human rights situation was being discussed. In that, India expressed concern at the lack of political progress, at the continuing violence, human rights violations, and extrajudicial killings in the country. Now, because this problem has been going on for the last about a month and a half, India expressed its concern through its acting permanent representative, Mr. B.N. Reddy. Mr. Reddy made the statement with the sanction of the Indian government. Today, Indian spokesperson at the Ministry of External Affairs, he said that it has no international dimension, but India was just responding to the concerns that were being expressed at the UN Human Rights Council. So that is what happened today.
Okay, so what is the significance of all the issues that have been raised by Nepal and India's comments on it in its remarks?
Right. Because there has been a violence and in kind of an unrest in the Indo-Nepal border for the last a month and a half, there has been severe shortage of fuel, food supplies, essential commodities to Nepal, because the land route is the main route what goes from India to Nepal. So because of that, because of those protests, what has happened is there are as of today, 6,900 trucks are waiting at the border points, at about 10 border points, checkpoints, out of which 4,000 vehicles are waiting at Raxaul alone, which handles maximum cargo between India to Nepal. And as a result, the food prices, fuel prices are skyrocketing in Nepal. So last evening, when the Deputy Prime Minister of Nepal, Mr. Kamal Thapa, he raised this issue at the UN, India said that it is not a blockade, which it has maintained always, that the blockade is because of the political situation on the Nepalese side and it needs political resolution and not any use of force by Nepal's police or Nepal's army or Nepal's authorities. So that has been the position. So because there is a situation where India is unable to send its commodities to Nepal, therefore this is assumed an international dimension.
So even as we say this, the situation remains the same, like it's blocked and
Yes.
the country is facing a lot of problems because of that. And it seems China has stepped in to fill the gap in some way. So what do you think this means for the diplomatic relations between India and Nepal?
Yeah. The diplomatic road is quite tough as of today, because there is this unrest going on. So although China can pitch in by air supplies, but the main route to send supplies to Nepal is through the land route, and that, because of the unrest, it has been blocked. So because of this kind of a situation where there is a blockade, but Indian side maintains that there is no blockade, whereas the Nepalese side says that because of India there is a blockade. So because of such a situation, and 45 people have been killed in the last few months, so there is a strong anti-India sentiment that has built up in Nepal. That doesn't augur well for Indo-Nepal relations.
Thank you, Shubhajit. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.